Some dramas end when the final episode airs. Others never truly end. 10 years after its premiere, Love in the Moonlight is proving that a television series can transcend time and become part of an entire generation's collective memory. The year 2016 is widely remembered as one of the brightest periods in the history of Korean television. Reply 1988, Descendants of the Sun, Goblin, and Love in the Moonlight each sparked enormous public interest, not only because of their ratings but also because of the emotional connections they created between audiences and their characters. A decade later, as these iconic dramas begin celebrating their 10th anniversaries one after another, 2016 is once again being recognized as a golden year for Korean television. Within this wave of nostalgia, Love in the Moonlight holds a particularly distinctive position. It was the standout historical drama among a group of major 2016 hits, many of which were set in contemporary times. The story follows Hong Aeon, a young woman forced to disguise herself as a man in order to make a living. What begins as an unusual and sometimes humorous situation soon develops into a complicated journey filled with emotional twists. Aeon encounters Crown Prince Lee Young while he is traveling outside the palace in disguise. The irony is that she has no idea about his true identity. Later, Aeon is unexpectedly forced to enter the palace under the identity of a eunuch. From that point on, her relationship with the Crown Prince becomes increasingly complicated. The boundaries between master and servant, true identity and false identity, duty and love gradually begin to disappear. This structure is one of the reasons the drama remains so compelling. Love in the Moonlight is not simply a historical romance. At its core, it explores a much deeper question: how does a person survive when they are forced to hide who they truly are? Hong Aeon must adopt another identity simply to survive, while Lee Young struggles under the enormous responsibilities attached to being a crown prince. Although they appear to exist on opposite sides of the social hierarchy, the two eventually discover a profound sense of understanding in one another. Yet if the romance between Aeon and Lee Young was the heart of the drama, the friendship formed behind the cameras is what makes the 10th anniversary reunion so meaningful. In the reality program Love in the Moonlight again, 5 familiar faces who helped make the original drama successful reunite for a 2-day, 1-night trip. Most notably, Park Bo-gum was the one who planned the meaningful journey. For the actor, this was more than simply a reunion among old friends. It was also an opportunity to express his gratitude toward the drama that played such an important role in his rise to fame. There is another important detail: the cast members were not complete strangers meeting again after a decade. Over the years, the main actors have continued to meet and commemorate the anniversary of the drama's premiere. Their continued connection suggests that the bond created through Love in the Moonlight existed far beyond the television screen. According to the production team, even after 10 years, the group remains remarkably close. Their relationship is so natural and affectionate that it can feel as though the drama only wrapped filming recently. Perhaps that is what makes this reunion truly special. Audiences are not simply interested in seeing the stars of the past again. They want to see how the people who once became part of their youth have grown and changed. When the actors share old stories, recreate memorable scenes, or simply laugh together, they are not only bringing back their own memories. They are also awakening memories among viewers. A scene may have lasted only a few minutes on screen, but for someone who once lived through that story emotionally, it can contain an entire chapter of their life. That is precisely why reunion programs have such emotional power. Viewers are not always searching for something completely new. Sometimes, they are searching for something familiar in a world that is constantly changing. Love in the Moonlight, therefore, is not simply celebrating its 10th anniversary. It is demonstrating something far more important. The greatest measure of a drama's success is not how much attention it generated when it originally aired, but whether audiences still want to return to it years later. And if 2016 truly was a golden era for Korean dramas, the reunion of Love in the Moonlight may be one of the most beautiful examples of why. 10 years have passed. The actors have grown older, and their careers have taken different paths. Yet when they stand together again, the memories of Hong Aeon, Lee Young, and those unforgettable days seem remarkably intact. Perhaps that is the ultimate test of a drama: Time can take away many things, but if it cannot take away the emotions a story left behind, then that drama has never truly grown old.